In this video, I'm going to give you a simple but effective system that you can use to start closing deals consistently every single month. Watch this video and enjoy it. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. So on this video, I want to teach you how you can start closing wholesale deals virtually from anywhere. Now, when you start wholesaling, you need to treat this like an actual business. And the best way to do that is by having a system that you can follow day after day. And you don't need a whole lot of time to put into this to close deals. Now, obviously, if you're going to want to get a lot of traction fast, you got to at least dedicate 3 to 4 hours per day to this business. But if you only have 1 or 2 hours a day to put into this, that is still fine. You won't get as much traction, but you can still get going and close your first deal, and that's going to help you out with your traction. So again, my name's Kenneth. You can go and check out my website, learnvirtualwholesaling.com. There's a lot of free resources there. There's a lot of tools. If you want one-on-one coaching, you can find it there. But in this video, we're going to go over a very simple system that you can use to start closing deals quickly. So what are some of the things you're going to need for this system? There are going to be 6 different tools you're going to need, and they're kind of listed here. You're going to want a Google Voice number. Pretty simple. You're going to want Trello. Now, Trello is a free system that I want you to use as a CRM. Now, most CRMs cost a lot of money. Trello is free. It's actually not created to be a CRM, but you can use it as a CRM. I'm going to show you how. You're going to need a list provider. Now, there's quite a few list providers out there. I'm going to kind of tell you the ones that I would recommend using when you're first starting. You're going to need skip tracing. And you can learn how to do this for free, but we'll go over a couple skip tracing options for you. We're going to use True People Search for the skip tracing if you're going to use it for free. And we're going to use Zillow. So this is going to be the main tools that you're going to need for this system. Definitely write these down somewhere because you're definitely going to need these. When we're starting with this system, I would recommend go and download Google Voice. Create a phone number, attach that phone number to your phone, and use that phone number. I've had mine. I've had a couple of them for over 8 years. Google Voice is pretty reliable. And the benefit of having a Google Voice number is people can't trace you to who you are. Do not attach your Google Voice number to any websites, to any videos. Strictly use it for contacting and communicating with your buyers and sellers. So if you attach it to a website or put it out there online, people can find out who you are by searching that phone number. But as far as list providers, you're going to need a way to find your motivated sellers. So you can use ListSource, PropStream, Propelio. But if you don't want to spend a ton of money on your systems, you can reach out to me. I have a wholesale starter kit for you. It'll give you 1,000 records. It's going to be high equity and absentee owners. It also will come with the legal documents and scripts that we use to close our deals. And we'll also get those records skip traced for you. And it's only $149 if you need that starter kit. So as far as skip tracing, there's a lot of good companies out there. A lot of companies are going to charge you 15 to 20 cents per record. So keep that in mind. We actually own a skip tracing company. We only charge 10 cents per record. So if you need that, you can get it right here. Just text me or go to my website. But definitely you're going to need a skip tracing company for this business. If you don't want to spend any money on skip tracing, you can use True People Search. We're going to go into how to use this for free a little later. So the first step to your business is you're going to want to pick your market. Picking your market's super important. Now, you can do this simply by using Zillow. Simply go and hit your for rent section here. And we're just going to choose any. Just kind of zoom out. And you can kind of see where all the rentals are kind of clustered. You can kind of see a pattern here. So zoom in on those patterns and you're going to see where these rentals are. Here's Atlanta. So what you're going to want to do, instead of going after just Atlanta, go after the whole county that Atlanta's in. And another example, Charlotte, North Carolina. You see all the rentals in here. What you're going to want to do is go after Mecklenburg County, which is the county that Charlotte's in. So when you're pulling your lists and choosing a market, just look for where the rentals are all clustered at. And you can kind of see where people are buying their properties. And you can see, Florida's a hot market. They're everywhere. So that's one way you can choose your market. It's really not that hard to choose a market because one, you can do this just about every state. There's a lot of really good markets out there. And, we're in several different markets and we're crushing it in every single one. But just keep in mind that you just want to be in a bigger area with a lot more rentals, because if there's rentals, that means there's landlords. And if there's landlords, there's investors. Second step to this business, you're going to want to build your buyers list. So building your buyers list is going to be your foundation to this business. It's very important that you build a strong buyers list before you do anything. I definitely recommend having at least 60 to 70 buyers on your list before you do anything else. It is a really simple way you can do this. Use the Zillow hack. I have a video on my channel that goes over the Zillow hack. Let's just say you decided to go over here to Fort Worth. What we're going to do is we're simply going to go into these listings. We're going to filter this to just houses. And you're just going to go through these and look for the person who listed it. And all you're going to be doing is looking for the property owner or the realtor. We don't really want to do anything with management companies. A lot of the times management companies are not buyers. Sometimes they are, so you might want to call them, but I never really care to call management companies. But the idea is to go through this and just look for property owners. Sometimes it can be a little time consuming, but I'm telling you, people who list their properties and their property owners are usually investors and they would be interested in buying more properties. So as you can see here, this is a property owner. If you were going to be in the Fort Worth area, I would definitely call this person and ask if they're interested in buying more off-market properties. A lot of the times they're going to say yes because they're investors. And Zillow used to be able to allow you to text them. Now you have to actually call them to be connected to them. So definitely go through this, find buyers. There are a ton of really good buyers that you can find through this. Make sure that you add realtors to your list too. So this is a owner and a realtor. I would call her up because one, if she's a realtor, she has buyers, and two, if she doesn't have buyers and it's a good deal, she might want to buy it herself. When you're building your buyers list, you're going to want to keep them organized on a Google Excel file, so Google Sheets. So keep that in mind too. So what is the third step? Now that you have your buyers list and you're ready to start closing some deals, you got to find your sellers. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. You can use, List Source, PropStream. There's a lot of different ones. If you need 1,000 records though of really high quality data, go to my website or text me. I'll get you hooked up. There's a lot of different lists you can target. You can target absentee, you can target high equity, multifamily, tax delinquent. There's a lot of different lists you can go after when you're doing this business. In my business, I have always used ListSource and CoreLogic data. So, now that you're finding your lists, you got to choose how you're going to market to these lists. So what you're going to want to do is pick a marketing channel. There's quite a few. I listed 5 here. There's obviously a lot more, but I love cold calling. I actually own a cold calling company. Cold calling has been the #1 way that we found seller leads, for years now. We also use Facebook ads. So we run Facebook ads in specific markets across the country, and we get a lot of good leads this way. You can do Google PPC, direct mail, and SMS campaigns, and you can use bandit signs. There are a lot of other marketing channels you can use. If you know of any that you use that's not here, put them in the comments. Let's see what you use to close deals. So if you need a cold calling service though, we'll get you guaranteed sellers in your market. Just text cold call to this phone number here, or you can find the link to the website in the description that will bring you straight to our cold calling company. Reach out if you need some motivated sellers. We've been doing this for years now, and my team is great. Once you start generating leads, once you start finding people who want to sell their property, a lot of the times, and most of the time, they're not going to want to sell their house right away. You're going to get a lot of people that say, I'll sell it for the right number. You're going to make an offer. They're going to say, no, I don't want to go with that offer. Well, you're going to want to put that lead into your follow-up system and just continue to follow up with them, because with time, they're going to eventually want to sell that property. And if you're in front of them, once they're ready to sell it, they're going to sell it to you just because you've been proactive, you've been staying in front of them. So definitely put your leads into a CRM, into a drip campaign. Use Trello to do this. And let's just use this board here as an example. So as you can see, when you first log into Trello, it's going to kind of look like this. You're going to have to go and create your boards though. These little blocks are boards. I suggest having a board for each specific market that you're in. And what you're going to want to do is go in and create a list. So these little columns are lists, and you create them by clicking this little button on the right side here, add another list. You click into this one here. When you click into it, here is where you can put the address. This is the description, anything you've learned about the property, maybe the property owner. You can leave comments here. And let's say they want you to follow up in, 30 days. You can put your due date for the next 30 days. Save it. It'll send you a notification that, hey, your card is going to be due soon. And just move it up over to need follow-up and just go from there. So definitely use Trello for your follow-up system. It's free, and I mean, it's pretty effective. It's really a cool system for being free. So the next step to the business is you're going to want to negotiate with your sellers once they decide they want to sell it. So let's say they want to sell and they want, 150,000, but you can only, have about 110,000 for it to work for you. So learn how to negotiate, learn different techniques on, getting the seller down to the price you need them to be. We teach this a lot in our coaching program. Definitely learn these skills though. And if you need help with this, feel free to reach out to me and join the program. We have a ton of students that have gone through the program and who are closing deals. But now that you're negotiating or getting accepted offers, you're going to want to start getting paid. And you do that by selling the contracts that you get with your seller. So once you get accepted offers, you're going to get a contract to buy that property, and you pretty much know the rest if you've been learning about wholesaling. And that's pretty much the system, guys. But with wholesaling, you're going to want to have an actual system in place that gets you going every single day. You want to wake up and know exactly what you need to do for your day. When you first start, though, you're not going to have follow-ups and stuff to do. Pick your market, start building your buyers list. And then once you do that, start cold calling and building up your pipeline of leads. Once you build up your pipeline of leads, that's when you're going to start getting offers accepted and you're going to start closing deals.